For extra busy weeks, I like to use only a few colors in my planning, functional planning that is, and today I'm going to show you how I do that for next week's pages using these stickers that I am showing you today. They are mostly dot stickers and they come in many colors, but I'm only going to choose one color palette. First, I'm going to go ahead and line my pages. Now, instead of lining everything, I'm only going to focus on the borders, and I'm going to divide the weekend as well, just to give me a visual idea of how busy my week will be in contrast to the weekend. So first, because we are starting our first week of February, I'm going to put down this tab that comes with the sticker sheet from Daiso, and it works pretty well. I am very happy with how it looks. And then I'm going to go ahead and put down my dot stickers. The color that I have chosen for this week is red, just to match that tab that I have used. And I have to be honest, red is not my favorite color. I rarely ever use red without it being part of a larger color palette, but today I'm just going to use variations or shades of red so that my week doesn't look too busy. Now for next week, I am going to be handling several projects, well, just two, but it is taking up a lot of my time, and it does sometimes make me very anxious because there's so many things to do. So what I'm doing is that all the regular things that I do, I'm going to mark in red, while the side project that I am doing now will be marked in a different color. So I'm also using the Papermate Inkjoy in 07. And this was my favorite pen before, and I mentioned that in my Instagram. Do follow me over there. And I'm surprised that it didn't bleed, because the last time I used it, I think that was my problem, that it was bleeding through. The ghosting was too much to handle. So here I'm going back to my red dots, and I'm just writing down what they all mean. So mostly the darker red ones, the larger ones, are for lab time, so that I know when I will be having lab heavy days, which is nearly every day of the weekday. This is the last lab time, or second to the last. Now this is the last lab time that I'm putting down, and it does look quite overwhelming, so I wanted to go ahead and put down the second project as a different color, just to make sure that I don't confuse the two things. And it also makes it really easy for me to plan out the second project, having known what I need to do for my main project. And that's why I have been writing as I put down the stickers. In my other videos, I just put down the stickers and then wrote on my paper or on the paper later. I also used the blue version of the Papermate Inkjoy, and it's working out very well. I really miss this pen, but I wish that it didn't bleed too much. I mean, it would be alright if it's just going to be headers, but if I truly just use the Papermate Inkjoy, it might not go so well. So here I've finished with my secondary project, and that's the last one. So I'm going to move on to my main project and just finish that up. And then for the weekend, I used the black Papermate Inkjoy to mark that it's rest time, except for my YouTube project, which is always going to be a main project, and I did mark that in a different color. It's a little bit different from the color that I use for lab time. and that's the major thing that I do on the weekends. And this video is actually being uploaded quite late, a few hours or half a day later than my usual upload time, because today I had a lot of errands to do and I've just gotten back so that I can do this voiceover. Now on the right side, on that empty space, I'm writing down 3 things. First is the this week, just to remind me and to write down that I do have things going on. And then I have reminders of things to do, so future things that I would be responsible for, and I'm writing it in detail, in really big detail, so that it's clear in my head and on paper what I need to do. And then after that, I'm going to move on to the tasks, but I'm not going to write anything right now, and I'm just going to finish it up with the brown Staedtler just to tie things up together really nicely, and that is the pages done. So it looks very simple and very bold, and when I flip to this, I know that this was one of the more busier weeks that is in 2021. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.